I think it's the political will that actually assures citizens of free, fair, and credible elections. Additionally, when election management bodies put in place the mechanisms to ensure free and fair, credible elections, the citizenry actually believe that democracy is achievable. So it's a two-pronged approach where you have the political will and where the elections management body actually conducts free, fair elections, especially announcing to the public the results as were voted for, by the electorates. And it's like that because when candidates win, the thing is a fair process. And when they lose, the thing is the election management body that has done something wrong, that probably disenfranchised them from political seats. But I think the trend in time, as we move to better technology or systems of conducting elections, especially now with the biometric voter system, which is more accurate than the manual or the optical mark recognition kind of systems. People get to feel over time that, in fact, the system has improved, the quality has been upgraded, and the results are actually true results of, or true reflection of what the voters voted during elections time. Yeah. The elections management body can be more transparent by ensuring that this kind of transparency that you've just enumerated will continue to be improved upon, as we gradually move to other elections and as we adopt better systems, for more accuracy, checks and balances put in, and then they are publicized well enough so that people get to know what the facts are surrounding their votes during elections. The electoral body is protected by the law that gives it its mandate. Once the EMB remains within the law, there is no telling that it can skew out of any reality of the conduct of elections, as it were. So the elections law, the Constitution, and all of the regulations for elections support not just the transparency, but also to how the Commission deals with the legal issues that come out of these elections, and how the election management body continues to work with the various courts, and to honor their opinions and judgments in rendering judgment to any grievances that come out of elections. I think that's the best way to go. It is very important that this process, this meeting of election management bodies across Africa meets continuously. It's important because of peer review. In our countries, we may think that we are individually conducting our affairs, but then they have implications or ramifications for our neighbors, and for other EMBs that seem to be a bit far away from us, such that peer review helps to strengthen our resolve to conduct free and fair elections, but it also brings to fore challenges that other election management bodies are facing, and to get lessons learned as to how to solve those challenges with the aim to ensuring that we mitigate problems, not just from the perspective of our local settings, but to contextualize it as much as possible within a global sense. Because what actually happens in one country with respect to electioneering really does happen in other countries, so lessons learned are very strong in our use to solving individual countries' problems that emanates from the conduct of free and fair general elections. Yes, I have an opinion, but to firstly say that um, uh, those who constitute a board of commissioners for an electoral body are a subset of the society, meaning that prior to their coming to commissions, they more or less have worked with in various settings, and sometimes the perception of what they should guard against before coming into an election management body may be a little different from what they actually will do when they get into this kind of appointment arrangement. Um, I've heard that in various EMBs, it's been a big challenge for commissioners to work together because of what I've just explained. They come from different settings, different society arrangements, different perspectives, and what have you. I think the key challenge there is that when the leadership of that board feels threatened, where members of the board, in fact, perhaps do not regard or have little respect because some and quite often feel that we are all commissioners and we are all powerful. We are at the head of the commission. Makes it a very difficult setting to work in. So it requires a very strong leadership that is knowledgeable of what kind of mandate that leadership has, and what kind of job or position that leadership is in, to ensure that it brings some kind of unity amongst members of the that policy board, to help to steer them to be able to perform in unity.